So hello everyone, at this class I am going to discuss another topic of probability, that is probability distribution of random variable. Okay, in the last class I have completed Bayes theorem as well as theorem of total probability with numericals. So today I am going to discuss probability distribution of random variable. Okay, so what do you mean by random variable? Variable we know, that is the unknown value, that is x, y, z, these are. Okay, if we say linear equation in two variable, we can say ax plus by equal to c. If we say linear equation in one variable, we used to say ax is equal to b. Okay, so these are here variables are where x, y, these are variables. So what do you mean by random variable? Random variable क्या है, पहले वो definition में explain करूँगा. Okay, so random variable is what? A random variable is a real valued function. A random variable is a real valued function whose domain, domain, you all know the meaning of domain and range. Okay, so whose domain is the sample space of a random experiment. I will give an example. First you go through the definition properly. A random variable is a real valued function whose domain is the sample space of a random experiment. You know the meaning of sample space, you know the meaning of random experiment. Okay, generally random variable is denoted by capital letter X. Random variable is denoted by capital letter X. Variable means x, y, ये सभी तो variable है. So random variable is denoted by capital letter X. Okay, now take one example. Random variable का एक example मैं दूंगा अभी. Let a coin is tossed twice. We know in a coin there are two faces. But if the coin is tossed twice, अगर दो बार toss किया गया तो then the number of possible outcomes are 4. Okay, so let S be the sample space, therefore we can write S is equal to HH, HT, TH and TT. ठीक है? Okay, this is the sample space of this random experiment. समझ में आया? अभी तक मैं random variable में नहीं गया. एग्जाम्पल जो दे रहा हूं मैं यहाँ पे, अभी तक मैं सैंपल स्पेस तक ही गया. ओके, सो अगेन गो थ्रू द डेफिनेशन. रैंडम वेरिएबल इज व्हाट? इज ए रियल वैल्यूड फंक्शन. रियल वैल्यूड मींस रियल नंबर्स. ओके, रियल वैल्यूड फंक्शन मींस रियल नंबर्स whose domain is the sample space of a random experiment. That means जो x का वैल्यू होगा वो सब वैल्यू सैंपल स्पेस में होना चाहिए. हुज डोमेन, वो वैल्यू सैंपल स्पेस में नहीं रहेगा, बट हुज डोमेन इज द सैंपल स्पेस ऑफ ए रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट. ओके, ओके, सो सिंस S is the sample space, therefore S equal to, we can write HH, HT, TH, TT. Now if X denotes, देखो कैसे क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली कैसा रहेगा. X तो we know X is that is a random variable is denoted by X. बट x का स्टेटमेंट क्वेश्चन में कैसा रहेगा? इफ x denotes the number of heads in two tosses, if x denotes the number of heads in two tosses, then the possible values of x क्या क्या हो सकता है? Since x is a real valued function according to our definition, x is a real valued function means what? Real numbers whose domain is the sample space of the random experiment. ठीक है, whose domain मतलब x का जो values होगा उसका domain sample space of the random experiment में रहेगा. इसीलिए मैं sample space भी लिख दिया ये random experiment का. Here what is the random experiment? Here a coin is tossed twice and the sample space of this experiment also I have written. So if x denotes the number of heads in two tosses, then the possible values of x are x is equal to 0. From the sample space only I have written these values. Of course you can say sir real number means we can we include negative, but according to this sample space we can't include negative values. Yes or not? If I put say x equal to -1, -2, what does it mean? माइनस में रहेगा तो इसमें तो माइनस सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा ये सैंपल स्पेस में, यस और नॉट। तो x का वैल्यू नेगेटिव हो सकता है, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस एग्जांपल वी कैन नॉट राइट x इक्वल टू -1 -2 और एनी नेगेटिव वैल्यू। सो दैट्स व्हाई यू हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम x इज इक्वल टू 0। ये बात याद रखना पड़ेगा, ओके। x का वैल्यू नेगेटिव हो सकता है, डिपेंड करता है रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट के ऊपर या कुछ कंडीशन के ऊपर, बट generally we used to write the first value of x is 0. Why? You see, x equal to 0, what does it mean? It means there is no head, yes or not? ऐसा कोई सैंपल पॉइंट है क्या ये सैंपल स्पेस में? Yes. Which one? tt, because यहाँ पे कोई हेड ही नहीं है और स्टेटमेंट में बताया गया कि x denotes the number of heads, so that means the first possible value of x is 0 because x equal to 0 means this sample point will satisfy this definition. tt means there is no head, so that's why means no head, okay. After 0 next can I write 1? What does it mean? अगर x का वैल्यू में 1 लिखूं तो 0 के बाद क्या होगा? means 1 head and 1 tail. ऐसा कोई सैंपल पॉइंट है ये सैंपल स्पेस में? yes, ht and th. From this sample space only I have written the possible values of x. Yes. After 1 can we write 2? Yes. x equal to 2 means both heads. Both heads. ऐसा कितना sample points है? There is only one sample point, that is h. Okay. So देखना है अभी sample space में जितना sample points था सब sample points का ही तो value लिखा, सब सैंपल पॉइंट्स का ही तो वैल्यू लिखा गया यहाँ पे 0 1 2 1 and 2. Apart from 0 1 and 2 can we write any other number like 3 4 5? Say for example if I write x equal to 3, what will be the meaning of x equal to 3? That means 3 heads. कॉइन ही टॉस किया गया 2 बार, एक कॉइन को 2 बार टॉस करने से 3 हेड या 3 टेल मिलने का चांस ही तो नहीं है. So that means the possible values of x are 0 1 and 2 and these are real numbers or not? So random variable is a real valued function whose domain is the sample space of a random experiment. The meaning is if I write x equal to 0 means no head and there is one sample point in the sample space tt. Yes or not? ये sample space में है. x equal to 1 means there is only one head. ऐसा कितना sample points है? 2. From where we can determine? From the given sample space ht and th. Yes. X equal to 2. It means both are heads. So both heads there is one sample point hh. Apart from 0 1 and 2 we cannot write any other number like negative or more than 2 according to this example. Okay, so these values is the domain of the sample space of a random experiment or not? Because ये random experiment से जो sample space लिखा वही sample space से ही तो x का values determine किया गया. Yes, so this is an easy example of a random experiment. Random experiment is a real valued function whose domain is the sample space of a random experiment. Random experiment is denoted by capital letter x. So x का वैल्यू नेगेटिव हो सकता है, पॉजिटिव हो सकता है. नेगेटिव होने के लिए कुछ कंडीशंस दिया रहेगा. According to this example we cannot write x equal to any negative value. You can check. Already मैं explain कर दिया. So according to my example the possible values of x are 0 1 and 2. Okay, so this is all about the random variable. तो heading में तो दिया गया probability distribution of random variable, right? So अभी probability distribution क्या है? Now check probability distribution of random variable. So पहले इसीलिए मैं random variable explain किया. So let x is equal to, x means random variable which is equal to x1 x2 x3 up to xn. That means say there are n number of real values. Okay, with respect to their probabilities of the random variable is denoted by p of x. Okay, which is equal to say P1, मतलब x1 का respective probability P1, x2 का respective probability P2, x3 का respective probability P3, like the probability of xn is say Pn. Okay, then the probability distribution of x is represented by this table. मतलब ऊपर में x का वैल्यूज लिखना है, नीचे with respect to their probabilities, that means p of x का values लिखना है, and you have to remember this condition where pi must be greater than 0. pi means these values, okay, where I from 1 to n, I का value 1 से लेकर n तक है. p for what? Probability. We know probability cannot be negative, so that's why p of I, that means P1, P2, P3, P4, Pn must be greater than 0. अगर Pi का वैल्यू लेस देन 0 हुआ तो दिस विल बी इनवैलिड. x का वैल्यू नेगेटिव हो सकता है बिकॉज x इज रियल वैल्यूड नंबर अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर डेफिनेशन ऑफ रैंडम वेरिएबल, बट Pi कैन नॉट बी नेगेटिव बिकॉज वी नो प्रोबेबिलिटी of a random variable cannot be negative. If it is negative, then this will be invalid. Okay, where summation I from 1 to n pi is always equal to 1. ये बात पहले भी बताया गया था, आज भी मैं बता रहा हूँ. समेशन ऑफ pi का मतलब है ये p1, p2, p3, pn तक, मतलब जितना प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन रहेगा, ओनली द लोअर पार्ट, नॉट द अपर पार्ट. Don't add x1, x2, x3. Just you need to add p1, p2, p3, pn. After adding all these values, should be 1. The value should be 1. Summation का मतलब प्लस, तो मतलब लोअर पार्ट p1, p2, p3, pn को ऐड करने से exactly 1 आना चाहिए. Then only we can consider it as valid probability or valid experiment. ओके, दो कंडीशन होता है चेक करने के लिए. वन इज पी आई मस्ट बी ग्रेटर देन 0, अनदर वन इज द समेशन ऑफ पी आई मस्ट बी 1. ठीक है, अगर दोनों ही सेटिस्फाई किया तो देन ओनली वी कैन से दैट इट इज वैलिड. अदरवाइज ये दोनों में से अगर एक भी सेटिस्फाई नहीं किया तो दिस इज इनवैलिड. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि समेशन ऑफ पी आई में 1 आता है, लेकिन उसमें से ऐसा एक प्रोबेबिलिटी रहेगा जिसका वैल्यू नेगेटिव है. सो डोंट कंसिडर इट एज वैलिड, इट शुड बी इनवैलिड बिकॉज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कैन नॉट बी नेगेटिव. ठीक है, ऐसा कंफ्यूज किया जाता है. समेशन में 1 आता है, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ प्रोबेबिलिटी रहेगा जिसमें वैल्यू नेगेटिव में आता है. That means you have to consider it as invalid probability. Okay, so this is all about random variable and probability distribution of random variable. इसका भी एग्जांपल दे दूंगा मैं जब क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करूंगा. Okay, some more formulas are there, I will give now. So in that subtopic probability distribution of random variable, you have to remember some formulas, that is mean of a random variable, variance of a random variable and standard deviation or probability. ठीक है, so what do you mean by mean? Mean means we all know that is average. Yes, so mean of a random variable का formula क्या है? Let x equal to x1, x2 up to xn with respect to their probabilities px, which is equal to p1, p2 up to pn. Then the mean of x is denoted by mu, which is equal to summation I from 1 to n pi into xi. Okay, now what's the meaning of pi into xi? That means p1 x1 plus p2 x2 plus pn xn. Okay, so mean of a random variable is denoted by mu, and it is also called expectation of x. Okay, so mean of x is also denoted by expectation of x, and expectation of x is denoted by e of x, e for expectation, which is equal to mu summation I from 1 to n pi into xi. सेम फॉर्मूला ही यूज करना पड़ेगा. एक्चुअली मैं दोनों क्यों दिया, कभी कभी क्वेश्चन में डायरेक्ट मीन फाइंड आउट करने देता है, नहीं तो कभी कभी मीन के जगह में ऐसा पूछता है कि फाइंड आउट द एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ एक्स, सो दैट यू नॉट गेट कंफ्यूज. मीन और एक्सपेक्टेशन सेम है. ओके, Next will come variance of a random variable. Variance, standard deviation, all these things already you got in class 11 in a statistics part. Okay, so same only. The variance of x, which is denoted by VAR of x or sigma square, and defined as sigma square is equal to E of x square minus E of x whole square. This is the formula. Sigma square is equal to E of x square. Don't get confused. E of x square का meaning है, if you know ex means what? p1 x1 plus p2 x2 plus pn xn. Then E of x square means p1 into x1 square plus p2 into x2 square plus pn into xn square. Okay, this is E of x square minus E of x whole square. E of x whole square is nothing but the value of mean whole square. मतलब E of x का वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करके जो मिलेगा उसको स्क्वायर करने से E of x whole square का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. Okay, after subtraction we'll get the value of sigma square. That means variance of a random variable. Okay. Next, standard deviation of probability, which is denoted by sigma. Standard deviation is denoted by sigma and is defined as sigma is equal to under root variance square. Sorry, under root variance of x. Okay, sigma is equal to under root variance of x. So, apart from random variable and probability distribution of random variable, you have to remember all these three formulas. Okay, now I'll discuss some numericals related to this subtopic. That means probability distribution of random variable. Okay. So let us discuss some numericals based on probability distribution of random variable. The first question is, read the question properly. An urn containing 5 red and 2 black balls. Total number of balls are there in the urn 7. 2 balls are randomly drawn. Since there are 7 balls, out of those 7 you have to select randomly 2 balls. Let x represents the number of black balls. X means what? It is a random variable. Yes. So let x represent the number of black balls. What are the possible values of x? Is x is a random variable? Is x is a random variable? तो यहाँ पे दो पार्ट है क्वेश्चन का, ठीक है, शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन ही है. So since in that urn there are total 7 balls and out of the 7 balls you have to select 2 balls. randomly 2 बॉल को सिलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो सॉल्यूशन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का सॉल्यूशन, since you have to select 2 balls randomly, so first write down the sample space. क्या हो सकता है sample space? Since there are 5 red ball and 2 black balls, this will be either RR, both the balls are red. RW हो सकता है, R red black हो सकता है, black red हो सकता है, then black black भी हो सकता है. Apart from these 4 sample space, can you write any other sample? Apart from these 4 sample points, can we write any other sample points? No, because you have to draw 2 balls randomly. So इसका combination हो सकता है either both balls are red, either both balls are black, either first one red, second one black, or second one first one black, second one red. Okay, these are the 4 possible sample points. Okay, now from these sample points only you have to determine the possible values of x, because random variable का definition क्या है? Random variable is a real valued function, मतलब real numbers होगा whose domain is the sample space of a random experiment. So that's why first try to write the sample space, then it will be easy to determine the possible values of x from that sample space, right? Okay, so the possible values of x start from 0, because here also you cannot write any negative numbers of x. Of course x का negative value भी possible होता है, because x is a real number, but sample space के हिसाब से negative value का कुछ meaning नहीं है, इसीलिए you have to start from 0. So x equal to 0 means what? x क्या denote करता है? Let x represent the number of black balls. यहाँ से पढ़ना है, x represent the number of black balls. So x equal to 0 means no black balls. ऐसा कोई सैंपल पॉइंट है क्या? नो ब्लैक बॉल्स. यस, नो ब्लैक बॉल मीन्स RR. यस, सो ये पॉसिबल है. then x equal to 1. What's the meaning of x equal to 1? That means one black and one red ball. ऐसा कोई है? Yes, RB and BR and RB, one red and one black, and x equal to 2. What does it mean? Both balls are black. Both balls are black in color. That is BB. हो गया. Apart from 0, 1 and 2, can we write any other number like 3? No, it is not possible because you have to select randomly 2 balls only. Okay, so what are the possible values of x? So the possible values of x are 0, 1 and 2. यही लिखना है और क्या? Now the second part is x a random variable? Yes, because these are what? These are what? Real numbers. Now since the values of x are real numbers, so that means we can say yes, x is a random variable. Okay, second part का आंसर होगा yes, x is a random variable. Okay, so this is all about the first question. ये हो गया first question का solution. Now I will discuss the second question. अभी second question क्या है? एक बार question को पढ़ना है पहले. Find the number of probability distribution. You are asked to find the number of probability distribution of number of tails in simultaneous tosses of 3 coins. Number of tails of simultaneous tosses of 3 coins. ठीक है? क्या find out करना है? Probability distribution. And for probability distribution you have to go through the second definition जो table बना के explain किया था. Probability distribution is always represented by the table only. In that table, what are you have to enter? The values of x and their respected probabilities. Yes. So first try to write the possible values of x from this random experiment. Here what is the experiment? The number of tails in the simultaneous tosses of 3 coins. Number of tails actually experiment नहीं है. Experiment है क्या? Simultaneous tosses of 3 coins. That means एक coin को अगर 3 बार toss किया गया और simultaneously 3 coin को toss किया गया तो उसका sample space same ही होगा. So if a coin is tossed thrice or if you toss 3 coins simultaneously, there are 8 possible outcomes only. Okay, so what are those 8 possible outcomes? Always try to write the sample space. HHH, HHT, HTT, HTH, THT, TTH, THH and TTT. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if a coin is tossed thrice or 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, then the possible outcomes are 8 only. So ये हो गया sample space of the experiment. Now the question is, since you have to find the number of probability distribution, for this you should know what is x. If you know x, then only you can find p of x. तो x क्या denote कर रहा है यहाँ पे question में? X denotes the number of tails in the simultaneous tosses of 3 coins. So x denotes the number of tails according to our question. So since x denotes the number of tails, so try to write the possible values of x first. Here also negative values are not possible. From the sample space only we can say easily. Okay. So since the negative values are not possible, so first value will be always 0. So the first value of x is 0. What does it mean? X equal to 0 means no tail. क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन में बताया गया कि x denotes the number of tails. So x denotes number of tails means if you start the first value of x from 0, that means there is no tail. So since there is no tail, how many such points are there in this sample space? Tail, एक भी tail नहीं है. So this is the sample space. This is the sample point H, H, H. Okay. So after writing the value of x, immediately you write the value of p of x also. So for p of x equal to 0, क्योंकि x equal to 0 के लिए उसका respected probability भी पता होना चाहिए to find the probability distribution. So probability of x equal to 0 क्या होगा? x equal to 0 में कितना sample point मिला? Only 1 out of 8. So probability of x equal to 0 is 1 by 8. Like this only you have to write. Probability का definition क्या है? Favorable case by exhaustive case. Exhaustive means the whole sample space. Okay. So after x equal to 0, next we can write x equal to 1. So x equal to 1 means one tail and two heads. ऐसा मुझे क्यों लगा कि दो हेड ही होगा? Because here you have to toss 3 coins simultaneously. तो 3 बार एक कॉइन को टॉस किया और एक ही कॉइन को 3 बार साइमल्टेनियसली टॉस. ऐसा होने से 1 + 2 3 कॉम्बिनेशन ही तो होना चाहिए ना. बिकॉज सैंपल स्पेस में देखो 1 2 3 1 2 3 सब में तो 3 है कॉम्बिनेशन. तो अगर x इक्वल टू 1 लिखा तो इसका मीनिंग होगा देयर इज एग्जैक्टली 1 टेल एंड रिमेनिंग आर हेड्स. ठीक है. तो रिमेनिंग हेड्स मतलब कितना हेड्स होने से वो कॉम्बिनेशन 3 होगा. 1 के साथ 2 ऐड करने से ही तो 3 होगा. सो 1 टेल 2 हेड. सो 1 टेल 2 हेड ऐसा कितना सैंपल पॉइंट से ट्राई टू राइट 1 टेल 2 हेड 1 टेल 2 हेड. yes 1 टेल 2 हेड 1 tail 2 head and 1 tail 2 head. So write all these sample points. HHT, then HTH, then THH. These are the 3 possible sample points. Then immediately you have to write the probability also for x equal to 1. This is 3 by 8. Yes 1 2 3 out of 8 हो गया x equal to 1. Then write x equal to 2. X equal to 2 means 2 tails and 1 head. So 2 tails and 1 head. x equal to 2 means 2 tails. Preference देना पड़ेगा tail में because यहाँ पे x denote कर रहे हैं number of tails. So 2 tails 1 head. ऐसा कितना combination है? 2 tails that means HTT. 2 tails THT. 2 tails TTH. So probability of x equal to 2, this is equal to 3 by 8. Okay. Then you write x equal to 3. For x equal to 3 heads. Sorry, this will be 3 tails because यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन में tails के बारे में बोला गया. So 3 tails, exactly 3 tails. एक ही है TTT. So that means probability of x equal to 3. This is equal to 1 by 8 only. Apart from 0 1 2 and 3 can we write 4? No, because तीन कॉइन को साइमल्टेनियसली टॉस किया गया तो मैक्सिमम 3 ही हो सकता है. अगर 4 बार टॉस किया जाता तो 4 होगा. अगर 6 टाइम्स टॉस किया जाएगा तो x का मैक्सिमम वैल्यू 6 होगा. अगर 10 टाइम्स टॉस किया जाएगा तो x का मैक्सिमम वैल्यू 10 होगा. ओके. सो दीज आर द वैल्यूज ऑफ x एंड p of x. नाउ therefore the required probability distribution. The required probability distribution. एक बॉक्स बना जस्ट टेबल बना के वहां पे रखना है बस और कुछ नहीं. रिक्वायर्ड प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन वैल्यूज पुट करना है बस. x p of x 0 1 2 and 3. When x equal to 0, what is the value of p of x? 1 by 8. When x equal to 1, 3 by 8. When x equal to 2, 3 by 8. When x equal to 3, 1 by 8. So this is the required answer. If you want to check whether your answer is correct or not, just you check the summation of p of x. The summation of p of x must be 1. 1 by 8 plus 3 by 8 plus 3 by 8 plus 1 by 8. If you take LCM, LCM is 8. 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 1 8. So 8 by 8 is exactly 1. So that means your answer is correct. So this is the final solution of the second question. Okay, like this only you have to write. This type of questions are coming generally 4 marks नहीं तो 2 marks का भी आता है अगर छोटा होगा तो question. ठीक है. Some more questions I will discuss in the last class. So thank you for today. Take the next question. Find the mean number of heads in 3 tosses of a coin. यहाँ पे mean find out करना है. That means average. So if a coin is tossed 3 times, तो यहाँ पे mean find out करने के लिए भी तो x and p of x का वैल्यू जानना जरूरी है. So first try to write the sample space. So sample space of this experiment, HHH, HHT, HTT, HTH, THT, TTH, THH and TTT. So if a coin is tossed 3 times, so these are the 8 possible outcomes. What is X denotes here? If you don't know X and P of X, then you cannot find the mean. So X denotes the number of heads, like the previous question only. Last question में था X denotes number of tails. So यहाँ पे X denotes number of heads. So since here also X denotes number of heads, the first value of X will be 0. Okay. So X equal to 0 means no head. No head means there is 1 point only, that is TTT. So immediately write the value of P of X. This will be 1 by 8. So after X equal to 0, then put X equal to 1. What does it mean? X equal to 1 means 1 head and 2 tails. Yes. So 1 head and 2 tails, ऐसा कितना combination है? 1 head, 1, 2, 3. So HTT, THT, TTH. This is equal to P of X equal to 1, which is equal to 3 by 8. Then put X equal to 2. What does it mean? X equal to 2 means 2 heads and 1 tail. 2 heads and 1 tail. That is HTH. 2 heads, THH and HHT. So P of X equal to 2. This is equal to 3 by 8. And after that put X equal to 3. X equal to 3 means 3 heads. 3 heads means there is only one sample point, that is 1 by 8. Okay, so these are the values of X and these are the values of P of X. Now since we know the values of X and P of X, write the probability distribution table. Therefore the required probability, not the required, the probability distribution is, from the probability distribution only we can determine the mean or expectation of X. क्वेश्चन में यहाँ पे मीन पूछा गया, कभी कभी क्वेश्चन में मीन के जगह में एक्सपेक्टेशन भी पूछ लेता है. सो सेम मीनिंग ओनली. X P of X 0 1 by 8, 1 3 by 8, 2 3 by 8 and 3 1 by 8. So for mean or expectation of X, which is denoted by mu, this is equal to, what is the formula? Summation I from 1 to n Pi into Xi. So that is Pi into Xi means P1 into X1, that means 0 into 1 by 8 plus 1 into 3 by 8 plus 2 into 3 by 8 plus 3 into 1 by 8. Okay, so these are the values. Now you have to calculate these values. So 3 by 8 plus 6 by 8 plus 3 by 8. So this is equal, if you take LCM, LCM is 8 only. So this is 12. So 12 by 8. 3 by 2, that means 1.5. This is mean. Don't think that this is P of I. P of I must be, summation of P of I must be exactly 1. But this is not mean. This is not P of I. This is average. Average can be more than 1. Na? So mu ka value mila 1.5, which is the final answer. Find the mean of heads in 3 tosses of a coin, or find the expectation of X in 3 tosses of a fair coin. Same formula, सेम आंसर ही आएगा, मीन और एक्सपेक्टेशन जो भी हो. ठीक है, दिस इज म्यू. ये म्यू का वैल्यू है 1.5. डोंट थिंक दिस इज पी ऑफ आई. पी ऑफ आई होगा तो समेशन मस्ट बी 1. म्यू है, दैट मींस एवरेज है, तो मोर देन 1 हो सकता है. ओके, सम मोर मॉडल्स आई विल डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. सो थैंक यू फॉर टुडे.